Well, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today, we're going to go through the 5 things I love about owning a game store. Yesterday, the day before, we did the 5 things I hate about owning a game store. We got the negative out of the way. Here we are with the positive, so go check out that video if you have not. And if you want to join the Discord server, it's at KitchenTableTCG.com. It's a great way to connect and to chat and to enjoy this hobby with some other people. So let's get right into the things I love. First and foremost, the thing I love about owning a game store is, and this is going to be so cliche, but the community. It is so much fun to be a part of and to build a culture and a community that is welcoming and exciting and people who all love the same thing. To hang out in a room with 30 people who all love Magic the Gathering is incredibly fun, and it is personally just really rewarding to do. I always wanted a community like this. I always wanted to be a part of a place that was fun to hang out, that was clean, that was a place where people could be themselves and enjoy the hobby that they love so much. At home, I don't have a lot of people to talk to about Magic the Gathering. My wife doesn't want to hear it, right? So it's nice to have a place to go to discuss and hang out and chat about Magic the Gathering. It's actually why I started this YouTube channel, right? In the pandemic, I wanted a place to talk about card games, and that's what this channel was for me. And so to have a local store where I can hang out and play games and be able to enjoy the people, I don't get to do a ton of it because I'm the owner, right? Like I have to work and stuff, but just to hang out and chat is really fun, and to cultivate that community is really meaningful. So having friends and building a community around the things that I love has been really rewarding, and something that I would say makes this worth it. The reason we have this space that is not retail is to, cultivate that community. We have the retail side over there, but this is a place to play games and to hang out together, and that is clean and has HVAC, and it's just a great win, I think, for the community, but also personally, the relationships that I've built with people in the area is just super rewarding. Whether or not this thing lasts 20 years or 100 years or next year, I feel like I've built relationships that really matter locally, and that's really, really fun, and I like that. The second thing I absolutely love about owning a game store, I'm not going to lie, I love buying collections. I love buying people's Magic cards. I love buying people's Pokemon cards. I love going through their stuff from their childhood that they don't want anymore. I love giving them money for it and seeing them happy to get value out of something. And I love selling it. I love buying and selling cards. And it's something that I have done for 15 years now. Ever since I started playing Magic, I actually started selling on eBay. I started selling retro video games and that kind of stuff. And then I started playing Magic. So it just kind of, evolved into buying and selling cards too. And I love that process. I love going through people's junk. I love going yard sailing, and to have like a place for people to bring their stuff. We buy retro games, we buy Magic, we buy Pokemon. I'll buy your Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Like, I just really enjoy extracting value out of things that people have held onto for a long time. And it's a lot of fun. And you can sell me your collection if you want to go to email me at KitchenTableTCG@gmail.com. I even buy collections from the YouTube channel, and I also really love that side of it. And having a local store kind of allows me to do that in a way. So buying collections is just super fun. I love going through them. You guys know I always try to pull like one card from a collection that I keep for myself rather than selling as the business. And it's just fun to kind of track that and have the history of when I play that card in Commander, I can remember going through and buying that collection, or remembering that person's story, that $70,000 collection that I purchased, hearing his story of playing Magic the Gathering and why he, had the cards over a long time and why he turned to selling to go do what he's doing next. Like, it's just really cool to hear people's stories. And one of the best things about card games is they inherently hold their value, so you do have that opportunity. Whereas some other retail stuff, you buy something, it's completely worthless when you leave the store because you can never sell it. I love that idea that we are selling something that in turn will create another customer when they come back to sell it to us. And that's awesome. And I think that's a really big win. So I love buying collections. Owning a game store, though, also the third thing I love, has given me the freedom to acquire and buy things myself that I otherwise wouldn't have done. And this is another huge win that you've seen on the channel, that you've seen locally, where I've gotten to purchase and have things like a Black Lotus. I never would have gotten to do that. And as somebody who loves collecting things, owning a store and having that freedom to buy and sell in a different way than an individual can do has opened up the door for me personally. And that's a really, really cool win of owning a local game store. If you have the capital and the business sense to do it in a healthy way, and you don't kind of outdo it and drain all your if you don't drain your business's finances on buying things kind of as a collectible investment for yourself, it can be a really cool thing. It is very dangerous though, and if you don't have the right mentality, if you don't have the right attitude, and you don't have the right amount of capital, you can't do it because you can't run the business and do that. But I feel like I found a pretty good rhythm for it in my business and in my life to be able to collect and acquire things that I love and utilize the business to do that in a healthy way, that I don't have to ask my wife, hey, is it okay if I pick this up? Because she knows it's all part of the business. And if I end up selling it, it's part of the business. And this whole thing is like its own little ecosystem. I encourage you all to do that too. You don't have to have a business to do that. You can just have a separate like bank account or a separate PayPal account or whatever that is your, trading card funds, that you don't have to pull money out of your personal finances and your family's life to fund your hobby. You can actually utilize it and sell and buy cards to have its own little ecosystem. I have done that and blown that up into a full-fledged business with, we do tons of sales a year and whatever. But you can do it on a personal level. I think that's really cool. And that's one of the things that I'm very passionate about and that I really enjoy from the business side of it, is being able to collect and buy things for myself too. Another side of that, I guess the fourth thing, is building relationships in order to help people finish their collections and the things that they love. Or helping them build their own business. This is locally, a little bit of this has happened where I'm able to, somebody will be like, hey man, I'm really looking for a time walk, right? There's a couple people who have higher end stuff like that. And I'm able to get them a time walk at a lower price because of owning a business and owning the YouTube channel. Something will come in and I'm able to help somebody get something. This is a little different than the first thing I said in the video, where it's like somebody wants a discount on a box or something like that on the spot, whatever. But I know that people want stuff, so I'm able to help them acquire it at a little bit of a cheaper price than they would be able to acquire it themselves. I really love that relational side of things, where I feel like the business is helping somebody do something that's important to them. It's not just like me making money, but it's actually me allowing other people to move forward. And like maybe it's like they've got $2,000 worth of modern staples and they have no time or ability to sell them from themselves. So I can take those from them and help them get a card that they really want. That kind of cycle of business is really fun for me and I really enjoy it. And so it's really rewarding to see somebody thankful to help them get the card that they wanted or the deck that they wanted or whatever. And that's a really, really big win. But then also from the YouTube channel and the Gold Wizard thing, being able to have conversations with people who are trying to start a side hustle or a side business and being able to help them has been really fun for me. I really enjoy that side of this business. It's something I think I'm pretty good at. And so it's fun to chat with other people and help them grow as well. And that's a big win for me personally. It gives me a feeling that this is more than just cards. It's people's lives, and it's something that goes deeper than just buying and selling cards. It's changing in not a huge way, right? But having a side hustle can change your life in terms of allowing you to have a little bit more financial freedom. And so helping people navigate that has been a lot of fun for me personally, and I really like it. The last thing, I would probably put this number one. Owning a store has given me a really cool pivot on this channel. Things got crazy on my YouTube channel for a while there. At the end of the pandemic, with the end of some of the card games I was covering early on, I didn't have a clear direction of where this channel was going to go. There was a time when this channel almost got deleted. There was a dark couple of nights when this channel almost got deleted. We were at like 7,000 subs at the time. We had been losing all of our patrons, and it was like an ugly place for me personally. And the store allowed me to pivot from focusing in on any one game to focusing in on owning a store. And the content on this channel pivoted to having like the guess a card, win the card, content that's built around this place and this store. And it's allowed me to really propel the growth of the YouTube channel and have something that I'm really, really proud of. And maybe that's lame, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's lame to be proud of that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a male and I have a hard time expressing positive emotions about myself. But it's just really cool to be able to have something to chat about quite often on the YouTube channel, and to build this online thing as I build the local side, and see those two things growing in parallel is a really, really fun business model, and it's really exciting. And some days it doesn't feel worth it to have the YouTube channel, and sometimes it doesn't feel worth it to have the store. But when you see the growth of those two things along a path, it gives it a lot of value to me personally. And so the content that this place generates for me on the YouTube channel means a ton to me. And I think that's probably the pinnacle of why I do the game store, why I'm still so passionate and excited about game stores, because I want to show you on the channel, this is how you can do it. You can do it really fun. You can do it really well. Even if you don't have a huge amount of capital. I mean, I started this whole business with $10,000 that I got from selling. I had bought some camera equipment, and I sold some camera equipment when the pandemic started. And it's just cool to be able to show, if you work hard, you can accomplish things that feel fun and exciting and big. And the content that has been generated as a result of owning a store, to me, is just really cool. So those are the 5 things I love about owning a game store. I'm curious to hear from you. What were the things that you resonated with? If you own a game store, what are the things that you disagree with, or you feel like have a different, conversation in your brain? If you have ever thought about owning a game store, what are the things, does this propel you into doing that? If you want to chat about all this stuff, leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe. Also, hop into the Discord server over at KitchenTableTCG.com. If you want to support this whole thing, you can be a Blue Wizard, which is $5 a month. Make sure you sign up on desktop, not on mobile. Apple charges more. But if you want to be a Gold Wizard, it's $20 a month, and you get access to the distro pricing and that kind of stuff. All the details are at KitchenTableTCG.com in the Discord server. So, more importantly, have yourselves a great day. Be kind to the people around you. Remember that life has its ups and downs, but the most important thing is the way that we treat each other. So be kind to the people around you, and remember, it's all just card games. Have a great day.